But we're going to start the show off with asking Blaze, what are you playing?
What am I playing? I am playing WWE 2K25. Now this game is not technically out yet. It comes out on March 14th. But if you have like the Dead Man bundle or the Bloodline bundle, and it comes with a season pass and everything, then you get the game early. Early release was on Friday. I got it on Monday, and yeah, I've been playing all the modes. I'm loving it so far. I've played. There's the island mode, which the island mode is kind of like if you've ever played NBA 2K25 or any of those type of games. The island mode is essentially where you create your character. You get very limited creative character stuff, and you can meet other people to play games with or team with and stuff like that. There's a bunch of different parts of the island. Like there's a Dead Man part of the island, which is like Undertaker themed. There's an arcade themed island, and each one I think has their own rings. Like when I wrestled in the arcade island, there's a bunch of like arcade cabinets in the background and stuff like that. So each section has their own island specific ring. Of course, there's a Bloodline part of the island. There's a Hall of Legends part of the island. Really enjoy the island. I'm even enjoying the My Faction mode, which a lot of people have an issue with. That's essentially if you ever played Madden or any of those type of games. If you play Madden or any of those type of games where you collect cards, and those cards is what you use to play stuff with. So there's also one of my favorite modes is the My GM mode that I've been playing with my friend, and that's essentially where you draft your own show and you make matches. And this year they changed it up a little bit. Now when we get to the pay-per-view, so your pay-per-views are essentially the Raw, SmackDown, or whatever show before, where you get like 5 matches instead of 4 matches to set up. And with the show before, you kind of do your own kind of pay-per-view. But then the actual pay-per-view, they have you throw in one male and you throw in one female, and there's always like a 4-way or a tag team or something with 4 wrestlers. And each show, depending on how many shows you're doing, if you do the full amount of 4 different shows, each show brings their own wrestler to compete, and you can get the special cards for winning that match. And then everybody gets to have one match on the show. So it's like an actual pay-per-view that we do nowadays, where it's co-opted with SmackDown and Raw and NXT Super Bowl stars and stuff. So we've been really enjoying. They just added GM mode to online with this new game, which is one of the things we were most excited about. The island is new, so that's the first time we've done an online mode with the island. Before, the only online they did was just play online, just random matches, nothing special, just matches. And then they had the My Faction was kind of was online as well. But other than that, that was it. Now we have more options online. And then the My Rise mode, I've started that. That's pretty cool. They added the casket match, ambulance matches to this one. So some new match modes. And the showcase mode is all about the bloodline. It's kind of cool. You're playing old matches with many of different bloodline family members. The first match that I got to play was Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan at King of the Ring. It was the match between Hulk Hogan and Yokozuna, and I believe in the real match, Hulk Hogan wins. But in this bloodline mode, you get to like have a dream win of Yokozuna winning, and you pretty much have your bloodline wrestlers win. But it's kind of like a documentary. Right before the Yokozuna match, you had Paul Heyman talking about Yokozuna, and you had different members of the bloodline. I believe Solo Sikoa and I can't remember all the members, but they talked about Yoko. And it was just like a documentary where they just were talking about the Maivia family and the Oahu, I can't remember all their names, but the family members of the bloodline. It's a long history, and yeah, they add new people. So yeah,
okay.
That's what I was playing.
So do you recommend this?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, this is so far. This seems like the best wrestling game they've come out with in a while. I definitely recommend it.
So what do you think of the island? Because I've heard a lot of complaints that the island seems predatory, where it seems like, winning a match doesn't give you a lot of points or coins or whatever it is you used in game currency. And certain things take, say, 8,000, 9,000 points to do like kind of simple things. So it takes a lot of time to earn those kind of coins. That almost trying to force or encourage people to actually spend real money.
That's how that's how all those are. If you don't have patience, then yeah, I suppose. If you don't have patience, I mean, yes, you can buy the stuff you need to, but you also use that currency to. I did notice that, yes, I do feel like the payment is a little pricey for different outfits and stuff like that. But you got all the basic stuff, and for me, I don't mind grinding, you know what I mean? I don't mind the grind. I'm not wasting my money on coins. Of course, it helped that with this Dead Man bundle, I got like 15,000 coins to start out with. I just used all my coins on building, because you do also use those coins to level up attributes to make your wrestler better.
So it's not just cosmetic things you're spending those coins on?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So far I have not wrestled any real people. They have like its own story where you can earn coins and stuff. I've been doing this little story missions. Like the whole story is you're trying to impress Roman Reigns to become a new member of the bloodline. And so you're going through I started had R-Truth kind of be my tour guide. I had this whole storyline with Austin Theory, where Austin Theory was trying to sell me a broken urn, and turns out the broken urn was like an old Undertaker urn, and I defeated Austin Theory, and then I found he's like, well, it's broken, and I dropped all the pieces anyway, so you don't get it. So I searched the pieces, and then he showed up, and him and I forget who it was showed up, and I did a 2-on-1 match and beat them to officially get the urn. But yeah, it's got like its own little story mode. But it's all like written, although every once in a while you'll get a message from the Wise Man and Roman Reigns, and they'll have like pre-recorded vignettes of them talking to you about your progress through the island. But I'm enjoying it.
Okay, so that's WWE 2K5 or 2K25?
2K25. We're past 2K5.
2K25. Okay, that's in WWE 2K25. All right. So that is what Blaze is playing.